Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and tonight we're going to be talking about the Canucks youth movement. Now, if you've been watching this channel, you know that I told you at the beginning of the year that we, if healthy, we're going to be battling for a playoff spot, which would be a wild card. That's the kind of talent we had on this roster. Now, in all honesty, we have not been healthy, and this team has not gelled the way I was hoping. And so I was dead wrong. Okay. But granted, I do believe if this team was healthy, we'd be in a better situation. We're actually not that many points away from a playoff spot, and everyone's saying that that's crazy to talk about, but it's just true because it's too early in the season. And even if you look at the East, it's the same thing. Coach Adam Foote, was after last game, after the Boston game, I believe, if I'm right, he mentioned that we're still in a playoff spot if things go our way. Listen, we're not making the playoffs. We're not making the playoffs. We have to win at like a 700% rate to even make it to a wild card spot. So I get that he's trying to say that. I don't believe that we're going there. What I am excited about with this team is the youth movement. And this is where I know there's a lot of people, I'm team tank or I'm full rebuild, tear it down to the studs. Again, just want to reiterate for those who are new to my channel, I have examined everything that Rutherford and Alvin have said. They have never, ever said that they're going to tear it down to the studs and rebuild this thing from scratch. They have not said that. So now you have people having trade rumors for Brock, for Garland, for Pedersen, Demko, all these guys. But I know they used the word, Rutherford used the word rebuild. Then he says, well, rebuild, retool, revamp, whatever our word you want to use, right? But he said this, and this is why this video matters, is that there is going to be, he wants to get younger. He wants to get younger. And that is part of the talk, the code for we're going to rebuild this roster. Now, I want to talk about this youth movement. We have already started this, and he said that it started after the JT Miller trade is when they started, quote unquote, rebuilding. That's when they started the rebuilding phase. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. There's so many players to talk about here. The Quinn Hughes trade right here. The Quinn Hughes trade also solidified the direction we're going. We went and got 3 young players and a first-round pick. So now we have 2 first-round picks. Those guys already have paid dividends of being on this team. Unfortunately, Rossi's hurt again, and the Minnesota Wild fans keep coming in my comments and said, this guy cannot stay healthy. I'm like, great. Another Hedl? Hope not. You know what I mean? So here we are. Okay, here we are. And we're sitting here and thinking to ourselves, like, how long is this quote-unquote rebuild going to last? And it depends on how much these guys develop. It depends what kind of draft pick we get and if they can get into our lineup sooner than later. Because this is one of the reasons why they didn't want to go with a rebuild, is because a rebuild can take 6 to 10 to 12 years if you did a full tear it down to the studs. I would say more of an 8 to 12 year scenario. What they're trying to do is rebuild this thing as fast as possible. Is it possible they can do it? They're going to try. They're going to try. And they're not, people are like, you should fire management. They're not doing that. People come into my comments all the time, said we should fire the owner. You can't fire the owner, everyone. He owns the team. He calls the shots. He's got to sell the team. He's not selling the team. If I own the team, I would not sell it. It doesn't matter how much money I'd make on the team. When you have that much money, it doesn't matter. It's about things you have or things that you're operating or organizations you're part of. Okay, so we're not putting that on the table. That's not on the table right now. We're talking about what they're doing. This is the management group that came here not to rebuild and are now rebuilding. Okay. So they're looking to do a short rebuild. That is exactly, if you just listen to the way they're talking, listen to what they're trying to do. They're trying to do a short rebuild. So we're going to talk about the Canucks youth movement. Okay. And there's a number of players to start getting excited about. Now, if you've been watching the World Juniors, there's all kinds of opinions on different players. There's a lot of good players coming into the draft that I'm personally excited about. And I think Vancouver can pick a number of these players and be happy with what they get. I am not into the race card, the race conversation of you can't pick a suite. I'm telling you right now, if the Canucks got Stenberg, you'd be happy. You'd be happy. He's a great player. If you get McKenna, you're going to be happy. If you get Tynan Lawrence, I think that's his name, Lawrence, you're going to be happy. Verhoff going to be really good one day. That's just what it is, okay? I don't really want to get into that conversation tonight. I want to talk about what our youth movement's going to look like. And so let me show you here, okay? I'm going to bring this up. And as you can see on the left-hand side of this, I know it's a little small. I wish I could make it bigger for you. But on Puckpedia, it shows the contracts and what we're paying people and how old they are. You can see right underneath their name. So right now, you can see, let me just make sure I bring up the right screen. Okay, so Lucas Reichel's on this team right now. He's only 23 years old, everyone. Has he panned out? No, he has not. Oh, by the way, quick side note. I haven't done this in a while because we haven't been winning, but want to crack open a pop shop. I want to show you something I got for Christmas. I got one of these, but it's actually and so these are the twist off caps, but I'm doing the football. There we go. And so cheers, everyone. Little pop shop action. This is the Lime Ricky. It's really good. I forgot my water, so I needed something. Okay. Now you're like, RevTrev, why'd you do that? Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, so back to this. Lucas Reichel, if he develops in the AHL, maybe he's supposed to be, his agent's trying to get a new team to trade with him. So he might not be in the picture. But Braden Coots, you can say whatever you want, but this guy is 18 years old. He's already played NHL games for us, okay? NHL games for us. And he's now in the WHL for the Seattle Thunderbird, and he is played on Team Canada again. And you might say he didn't get that many minutes. He didn't, but today, at the bronze medal game, he scored a goal. So all of it is good experience. He's a bronze medalist for the Olympic team, not Olympic team, the World Junior team this year. Go Braden Coots, okay? He's going to be part of this youth movement. He's part of the plan. I'm glad we did not trade our 15th overall pick for him, okay? So if we go back to this one, you've got Riley Patterson, young guy, 19 years old, still developing, right? Let's see what he can do, right? Not Patterson. Some of you are like, RevTrev, you just said the same word twice. No, I didn't. Patterson. Riley Patterson, right? Center, shoots right, age 19. You got Leckermacky, okay? Lots of promise with this kid. Can shoot the puck. Needs to develop more of his game for sure. 21 years old. And I think he's part of the deal that going forward. Sherratt's 19 years old, right? Let's see what he can do. Gabe Sherratt. Ty Mueller. I thought he was older than this, but he's only 22. Chase Stillman. He looks to be like an AHL guy, but maybe he doesn't. What about Klimachev? 22 years old. There's a bunch of these guys that are sitting there, not on our roster at this stage. But you got Victor Mancini, right? Victor Mancini, as you can see right here, 23 years old, right-handed shot defenseman, hasn't played a ton of games this season for us. But I think his size, his skill set can be really good. Kudryavtsev, sorry, my bad. 21, left-handed shot defenseman. Can he make the big jump? Sawyer Minio, only 20 years old, everyone. That's what we're talking about. I don't think everyone that keeps asking about Jet Wu, I don't think he's going to. But I want to talk to you a little bit about Medvedev. Medvedev is 18 years old. The way they talked about him at the draft was this kid is going to be special. He was the backup to the London Knights, and he played a bunch of games and had smoking stats. The thing is, that team was stacked. I believe they won the Memorial Cup, and now he's the starter. If you look at what his progression will be, okay, when he actually plays for us, if you look at it, it's going to be 28, 29, and most of the contract for Demko and Lankinen will be done. And he is the future. It takes time to develop these young goaltenders. It's years to develop a young goaltender. That's what we did with Demko. We brought in Lankinen. But you look at Tolopilo, 25, playing great. You've got Ty Young, another guy that they just really like. So you've got 3 goalies in the system that I think would be excellent to have in there. Samfonov as well is there. Celebrini's brother, 21-year-old, come bring Celebrini back and get the brothers playing together. Romani is 20. Wilson Borek. I think Borek's brother played in the World Juniors this time. So at 19 years old there. Like, you're talking about some players here that, you know, Alcos, maybe Parker Alcos, maybe he does. I don't know. There's a bunch of these guys that I think. Then if you move back up on the actual roster, Pettersson is booked in till 2032. Same with Brock, and Jake DeBrusk is to 2031. Okay. So you've got those guys are going to be the ones moving forward. I don't think we sign Evander Kane back. Rossi is at least here for another 3 seasons. So this season and 2 more. And depending on how he plays, but he's on the IR again. So he's 24 years old. That's it. Second line center for us. Okay. Philip Hito's 26, has too many IRs. It sounds like he's coming back soon, but we've only got him for this year and next. And then that contract's done. Hoaglander's only for 3 more years. When that contract's finished, he'll be 27. Joe O'Connor's already 27. He's got this year and next. Teddy Bluger probably won't be back next year. Might not even make it to the trade deadline. You got Kiefer Sherwood, supposed to be on the trade block. Maybe he's going to get signed for us. 30 years old. He's old man on there. Kempf, he's not going to stick around long. Ogren, this is the one. 21 years old. That's it. Left-handed shot, left winger. He's got this year and next. They're going to re-sign him. Linus Karlsson. I love this guy. Ogren, Karlsson. These guys, we're talking 21, and Karlsson's 26. He's starting to come into his own. Just got a 2-year extension at $2.25 million. You got Max Sasson, 25 years old. Just got a 2-year extension on his contract. You got Baines. You got Ratu, 24, 23. Guys, it's crazy to think that Atu Ratu is only 23 years old, right? And then the defensemen get old quick. You got Hronik, who's 28 and is signed till 2032. Marcus Pettersson is 29, signed till 2031. And then Myers has this year and then next, and he'll be 36, maybe 37 by his time. He'll be done. Forbert, who knows if he's ever going to play again. I hope he does. But he's 33. But then you got Bouillon, 20 years old, just turned 20. Tom Villander, I thought he was going to play AHL minutes this year. Guys, we're talking about a 20-year-old that is playing every single night on the NHL roster. Then you got Elias Pettersson, plays most nights, 21 years old, can play left shot defense and also on the right-hand side. That's what we're talking about. Pierre Oliver Joseph probably won't be back after this season. That's what we're talking about here, everyone. The thing that hurts us is this retained salary for OEL. So right now it's 4.766 million again next season, and then it goes down to 2.1 for the last 3 years. It's a lot of money that we're paying that guy. Could be going to other people. So if you look at this team right now, and you think about this roster, okay? You think about this roster. Let's see this. Let's just go here. We're actually already, the youth movements are already started, right? Oh, I got really fizzy on that one. Whew. So then we get a draft this year. Hopefully we keep both of our draft picks, develop them. If you get a top 5 pick, the guy could be playing next year. If you don't, he's probably 2 years away. 1 to 2 years away before playing on this roster. Should you rush guys in? Yes. No. Look at Michkov, not looking too good, but has just come out of the KHL. You've got Celebrini. You've got Schaefer playing right away. I think the McKennas, the Stenbergs of the world are being playing right away. I think Verhoff is going to be a couple years away. So that's what I'm saying is that's where if we can get 3 first-round picks this year, it's going to help this youth movement and this direction even better. So that's why if you can get a first-rounder for Sherwood, you got to pull the trigger because you got to start this youth movement. Now, I love Sherwood. I want to keep him. I think he's captain material. I love his effort. I love everything about him. But we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. So I'm really interested in that. And I want to get to your comments. Because you guys are awesome. And I want you to know that there's a lot of positives right now in the losing. Not only that we're going to get a better draft pick, but these young kids are getting opportunities that they wouldn't get on other teams. And the Medvedev solution, I think, is a really good one if he keeps developing. Ty Young, Tolopilo. Like, really, it's going to be Tolopilo, Medvedev, or maybe Ty. One of those things, those will be the 2 combo eventually. I think it's going to be really great. Now, I want you to know I made a video. I'm going to get into your comments in just a second. I just want to do this last thing. So you've got this roster, and okay, wait a minute. I'm losing my train of thought here. What is? Okay, it was really good, and I just forgot it. Okay, doesn't matter. We'll get into your comments. I'll probably remember as we're doing so. Let's dive in. Let's dive into your comments. We'll do the promo, and I'll try to remember what I was thinking about. It was a really good point. All right, let's dive into your comments. We'll go there. Stuart is the very first person here. Welcome, Stuart. He's excited because Canada won bronze for 6-3. Is that correct? I think it was correct. 6-3 over Finland today. I thought Finland was going to win because I thought that Canada was going to be really upset and say, we're not going to, we didn't get gold, so we're going to pout. And they didn't do that. Sensei Dean says, does Breck snubbing seem a bit on the racist side? I don't know what this is about. I haven't heard any of this. So I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm not sure. How did he get snubbed? Did he get benched or something? Snubbing. Like, Did he end up scoring points? I'm just looking. Verhoff, look at the assists. No, he got a goal. So he's now tied for the most points by a Canadian defenseman all time. Is that correct? He's either one or two. He's either one or two from what happened today. Okay, Coach Rob's in the building. Dan says, how's our young Russian goalie in the OHL? He's playing good, man. I think the future's bright with this Medvedev. I think it is. Excuse me. Sorry. Pop coming up. Needed to mute the mic. Sensei Dean says, just like the tournament parity plus the randomness of hockey, hitting posts, skates, etc., anyone can win. Can you up the odds? Of course, but it's the hardest cup to win for a reason. This is the other thing. It's like, we only need to draft Canadians. Guys, we've been eliminated by the Czechs 3 years in a row. So this idea that Canada is the only team that you should be, the rest of the world is caught up. Just draft the best players available, the guys who are going to have good chemistry, the guys who are going to have good and great NHL careers. Draft those guys. I don't care what country he comes from. Probably short rebuild like Seattle and Montreal's is what they're trying to get. Felix says, hey, Habs fan here. Do you guys believe the Canucks have the upper management to make a successful rebuild? Curious to hear your opinion. That's a great question, Felix. I think that Jim Rutherford's one of the most respected managers in all of hockey, and Alvin is he loves Alvin. So I believe in that. So far, it hasn't gone well. But they are going to have the reins to continue to try to build this team in the right direction. So we're about to find out. Do we believe that we have the right upper management to make a successful rebuild? I'm assuming you're talking about our GM and our president of hockey operations. I would hope so. The pedigree, they're winners already. I don't know who we would replace them with if we could. But I'm going to believe that they're going to have the best shot at doing this at this time, and I'm hoping they do it. I know a lot of Canuck fans do not think that they're the right thing. I'm not saying they're not. Louis, the logger. I really hope they don't go on a heater at the end of the year like they have for the last 20 years to drop the draft pick. I'm with you, man. Just full on get the best draft pick possible. Jim Rutherford and Alvin can't retool Pittsburgh, the oldest team. It's true. It's true. You thought I was wearing a Leafs jersey, Callum? Come on, man. You know me better than that. Like, literally, you can see the skates up here. Not to mention McKenna. I mean, if definitely after his actions, Junior's not wanting to stay at the end of the game and tried to walk off. Yeah, they're young. We're just going to say, you know what, man, you're young. You'll figure it out. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. The Habs are looking at EP40 and Kiefer Sherwood right now. No, they're not. No, they're not. Listen. I've been dreaming of an EP40 trade for 2 years. He's not getting traded. He's not getting traded. All of those videos, I'm telling you right now, are rumors and clickbait. I've made videos like that saying, will they do it? The answer is no. They're not trading him. Trust me. If he gets traded, my family alone is going to be excited. But I'm telling you right now, EP40 is not going anywhere. Nobody wants that contract. And I don't know what we get in return. But and Rod says the greatest thing, what are they waiting for? But yeah, if EP40 thinks it's bad in Vancouver, go to Montreal and then see what happens. Unless they win, then all of a sudden we're like, well, you should have never traded him. was the best player we ever had. That new scout they just hired is going to help us a lot. That's good. Hearing Coots got traded today from Seattle. I didn't hear that. It'd be a haul for him. Louis sends in a donation. Thank you. $2.79 says tank for McKenna. I know a lot of Canadians, a lot of Canadian fans love him, and he played well today. I don't think he played really well last night, but he played well today. How many points did he get? 3, 4? Let's see. 4 points today, 1 goal and 3 assists. That's pretty good, and that's against Finland, so give him some credit there. McKenna or Stenberg, I'll take either one. I'll take either one, and I'll be very happy with either one. Canucks prospect Braden Coots traded to the Prince Albert Raiders. Nice. I've got friends who live out there. They might want to go see a game or two. Manny Malholtra's son Caleb is in the draft. We need to get another pick to get him, because I don't think he's going to last all the way to the Minnesota pick that we have. Settle Down Now says he prefers Stenberg. I don't blame you for that. Felix says, I'm a Habs fan. I guarantee you we're not looking at EP40, and we won't pay the price you guys deserve for Sherwood. He's a hell of a player. I'm telling you, no EP40 in Montreal. I'm just telling you, Felix, I agree with you 100%. 100%. I've got a tenant in our house that's a Montreal Canadiens fan. There is no way. I'm telling you, when I see him tomorrow, I'm going to say, hey, have you heard this rumor? He's like, there's no way this is happening. Just read it. The Habs are trying to get EP40. Who wrote it, Martin? Look at the sources. Montreal is offering Kapanen and a first. Okay. It's fake news, man. From the fakest Twitter account I've ever seen, I assure you with confidence Montreal aren't looking at EP40. Trust me. I'm with you. This is what I'm saying. Kane is trash. Yeah, I mean, Kane is Kane. The style he plays is exactly how he's playing in Vancouver. He's a big guy who's got some skill set, takes bad penalties, but has had really good success in the playoffs. I think a team will want Kane. Adam Lee wants us to tank, and I know most of the fan base does. You have fans will be stuck with EP40. He's not. It's not going to happen. Adam says, I'm okay with older men. We need to start playing our youth. We are playing our youth, man. Ogren, Bouillon, Rossi. I mean, think about all the guys. Carlson. EP25. We've got Verlander in there already. Like there's a ton of young players already playing. We need 2 or 3 years of top 5 draft picks. I agree with you. I just don't think they're going to do that. We'll see. Yeah, I know, man. OEL contract sucks. Hey, People First Union. People First Yukon. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Adam, for gifting a membership. That's very kind of you. Felix says, Carolina is a better fit for EP40. I swear to God, forget about these Montreal rumors and focus elsewhere. I agree. I think Carolina has expressed interest 2 or 3 times for Pettersson, but I'm telling you right now, EP40 is not going anywhere. He's ours. They love him here, apparently. Love Sherwood, but he isn't a future plan. I agree. It's on Canucks Digest on mainstream news. No. Listen, I know the Canucks Digest guys. They're awesome. Okay. They're just reporting to you what they read in that article. That's it. They're not saying they heard some inside information. I'm telling you that right now. I'll watch their video and make sure, but I'm going to message them. But I guarantee you, I can't guarantee this. I could be wrong, but I highly doubt it, Martin. I think Vilmer should get a chance too. Yep. Sherwood is a 1 to 2 year, not a 3, 4, or 5 plan. Mind you, Nucks have never had a plan. Felix says they're looking for subjects to talk about during a tough season. Don't get your hopes up too high on these rumors, respectfully. The article said Montreal already, Kapanen, and a first has been offered. Okay. Where's the source? Because Canucks Digest, love those guys. It's not Elliot Friedman, right? It's not the big boys. Vancouver management can't even spell the word rebuild. Exactly. Then, and you know what? People fall for the clickbait all the time. I've stopped clicking on them because I just don't. And like guys on Twitter, here's the latest Canucks trade that I've made up. It's like, so it's me. It's like, me making up a bunch of. Okay, so I've checked 2 rosters, and I think that EP40 to Pittsburgh for Crosby, and they give us 3 first-round picks. Who says no? That's exactly what happens. Sorry, I'm going too nuts on this. Oh boy, come on, Adam. Okay, Felix. Martin, I think you need to hear that guy. There's a generational first overall pick in the 2027 class. Dave, I did not know that. Looking forward to that. Kevin, I think they will go on a heater and lose this position, so they should trade our first for 2 higher firsts like what Boston has. That would be awesome. Thank you, Kemp. You're welcome. Kemp, Pop Shop, slow down. Yeah, I know, right? It's like burping it out. Okay, I'm at the end, okay? Done. I'm hoping it happens. A man can have hope. Yep. A lot of people have hope. EP40 has been traded for a Big Mac meal, not supersized. I'd rather have 2 middle picks than a first overall and get Malhotra and Roboic. Is that his name? I don't know. Ratu is only 22 years old. Didn't I just say that? I think I did. Where's Ratu? He's 23. Another question from an outsider. Outside of Sherwood, what other pieces could you guys sell this deadline? The NHL is a better place when the Canucks are relevant. Besser, Höglander, and I mean, maybe we trade Demko or Lankinen, to be honest. I'm not sure. I think Kane's gone, like as good as gone. So those are the ones I'm going to say that have potential. Because I don't think they're trading Hronek. I don't think they're trading Marcus Pettersson. Sakaris and Price were talking with Saravelli about trading PD today. Okay. Yeah, Marcus is right. Dhaliwal has said nothing. He is the guru when it comes to the Vancouver Canucks and that. I do not. I trust Dhaliwal more than anyone else when it comes to Canucks inside information. It's probably just BS. A man can have hope, though. Kemp, Bulldog root beer. Never tried it, man. I'm gonna look it up right now. Bulldog root beer. Ooh, no, it's mug, right? Oh no, unleash the taste. Welcome to Bulldog root beer website. Never tried it. We've been offering our premium root beer since 1997. It took us 9 test batches to develop the recipe because we're fanatical about great taste. We think our smooth honey vanilla root beer flavor will knock your socks off. But don't take our word for it. Read the testimonials. And then it says, we think American people deserve a better root beer, and we're planning to be a nationally distributed alternative. You can help us. Ask for Bulldog root beer wherever you go and tell people about our website. So is it even in Canada? Not tried it before. So Philip, if I see it, I'll try it. I've said it before, Besser to New York to revive his scoring touch with Miller. That's right. You have get Rempe and somehow get the 7-foot defenseman Karn enough. We would have then 2 of the largest players in the league. That'd be awesome. Callum says, I can imagine a Bizarro alternate universe where there's an actual bidding war between Montreal and the Canes and a third team for EP40 and Kiefer Shorthead. Dave, you don't do trade rumor videos every day. Like, yes. Okay, if I do a video that has what I consider a rumor or clickbait, I will say that where this is just a rumor. It's not a report. I prefer reports. Now, it's fun sometimes to talk about some rumors. So, yeah, other people have different strategies. It is what it is. And they get the views. Guys, they get the clicks. So you can criticize them all you want. But I'm telling you right now, people want the rumors. They don't always want the truth. Sometimes the rumors are true, but they're rarely true. Kevin says, Garland, Sherwood, Kane have good trade value. I don't think Besser does. Besser would be awesome on a playoff team, I think. These would, in my eyes, be game changers. What's game changers? What did you say? Oh, yeah. You're talking about the Rangers trade for Besser. Demko, how many games is it going to play over the next 5 years? We only have him for this year and 3 more others, so it doesn't matter 5 years. Let's do 4 years. Hope he plays a lot. Give it a shot. I will if I find it. Kane for sure. You guys will get a decent return, I'm sure. I don't think we are. We got him for a 4th round pick, everyone. We're not getting anything more than that. We might get a 3rd round pick because we paid all his salary. Do you believe his recent contract could hurt the return? Because I believe so. So do Demko and Besser have no trade clauses? Yes. Yes, they do. And I got to go back to make sure that that's true. Besser has a no movement clause for the next 4 years. And then after that, it's a modified no trade clause for 15 teams. Demko has nothing right now, but starting next year for the next 3 years of his extension, he has a no movement clause. So right now is the time to trade him. Adam Lee, what kind of root beer is your favorite root beer? That's what I want to know. Demko is another great fit for Carolina. I agree, Felix. Trade Lanky after the Olympics and call up Tolopilo. Callum, that's not a bad move. Trade Lanky. Oh, wait a minute. You just said that. And you just said it. You put it in twice. Sorry. Marno. Okay. I don't know anything about him. Do you think the team will be able to rent out a practice facility by the end of summer? I hope so. I don't know. But enough players have complained about it that I think it's a priority. Oh, man, that's what we need. Bully our way to the cup like the 2010 Canucks and the Boston Bruins. The Bruins were just better bullies that year, right? They broke Raymond's back. Build one, Aquilini. Come on. You've got the money, Dave says. Kane to Edmonton for a McDonald's value meal. On Brantford Bulldogs. What's winning on board for Bulldogs? What's your opinion about the World Juniors? It's nice. It's Canada one day today. How do you think? Yeah, I didn't watch the game. I was at work, so I didn't watch any of the game. None of it. So glad they won. Glad they got bronze. Congratulations to them. And Sweden beat the Czechs, like I said last night. I believe you guys will get a haul for Sherwood. I don't know exactly the type of player contenders want. I agree, and he's making $1.5 million. If your management is competent, they should trade him at all costs. I agree. Adam Lee likes A&W root beer the best. It's very good. Looks like the Tampa Bay Lightning are the best bullies this year. Wouldn't be surprised if Tampa wins the cup this year. Wow, that's a bold statement. All Aquilini needs to do is renovate. It's true. He's got property. All right, everyone. 42 minutes. This video is coming up on. Wanted to talk about the youth movement, and I want to show you one last thing that I started. And I think before we end this night, I think this is going to be, you're going to find this interesting. So I made a new, and this is the 20, if you look at here at the top here, Vancouver Canucks 2028, 2029 players that are still going to be around. So I've signed Lucas Reichel to a contract just for fun. But I just signed all these guys to little contracts here to make sure. So if you look at it, we still will have Jake DeBrusk, Elias Pettersson, Brock Besser if they don't get traded. Liam Ogren, Rossi, Garland. You've got Braden Coots, can play right or left wing. What does it say? Left wing. Left wing. And you got to fill out the rest of the roster. If you look at the stats for the defensemen, you're going to have Marcus Pettersson, Philip Hronik, Elias Pettersson, Thomas Villander, and Mancini. And then the goaltending is there, still going to be there. It's going to be crazy to think about. So this is what the team looks like. That you got to add draft picks in there that could pop. You could add, what do you call it? You could add, free agents as well. That's what the team looks like. So interesting, isn't it? I'll just show it again. Because I need to do it this way. That's the interesting roster right there. No, I don't have Bouillon on here. I forgot Bouillon. Let me just add Bouillon. So if I go down here, I think I got to scroll down to here. I just signed him here, 900,000. And we've got Ratu, I believe. Okay, so now we've got, I would put him there. Maybe that's what it looks like. I would prefer it to be like this. That's what I'd prefer it to be. So, you know, McKenna looks good on that left-hand side, or you put Leckermacky here, and you put Garland here, and you put Stenberg there. You know? Just saying. I mean, you could do this, where Garland goes here, Ogren comes here, and you put McKenna here, or you put McKenna with Pettersson. That's what we're talking about, or Stenberg, or whoever, right? Because Stenberg can play both sides. Hedel is not done for the year. He's looking like he's going to be coming back. Gotta sign Bouillon there. Where's Tolopilo? He's right. Oh, I didn't have him. Thank you for reminding me. I'll do that as well. But Medvedev, so where's Tolopilo? Where is he? Oh, his contract's done, so I didn't get him. I put too many years. Tolopilo could be there. Depends if we re-sign him or not. So he's not on that roster yet. Interesting, eh? Yeah, that's what it looks like. If we trade Bambi, he'll be exactly like Forsling. Yeah, gets in. What about Rossi? What about him? What about him? He's a young guy. We're hoping to keep him. Hoping he produces. Tell me when a team hasn't bullied their way to the Stanley Cup. Okay. Yeah, Patterson and Romani can be possibly on this team as well. I hope they are. William is only going to get a small raise on a prove it deal, probably. Dreamer says, sorry, saw that. What about Kempf? He's not coming back. He's not coming back after this year. Hida will probably play on this road trip. Yep. Ty Mueller, Riley Patterson, Anthony Romani are all going to make the big teams same time as McKenna. Maybe. When healthy, don't you guys want Hedel as a piece for the future? And why not place him in the lineup? This is 2028, 2029. He's coming back into our current lineup this season. Yes. This is the future lineup right here. This is the youth movement lineup. So, yeah, interesting. I just thought it was really interesting. So I thought you guys would like to see that. Phoenix, everyone else, guys, thanks for being here tonight. Did I say Phoenix or Felix? Felix, Kevin, Callum, Martin, Simon, Dreamer, Roy's here. There's so many. Philip, Angelo, great to see all you guys here. Adam Lee, Dave, so many great people in here. Mark, we got lots of people in here. This has been great tonight. What a great night. Dave, we already talked about Dave. There is one more that was near the front. Settle Down was on here. Yeah, there's a lot of good people in this stream tonight. Rod, lots of people. People First Yukon, lots of great people. So thanks everyone for watching. And of course, always, thanks for watching. Let's tank this thing. And Callum says, no, thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you, everyone. We're going to see. When's our next game? Is it tomorrow? No, let's go there. Let's go there. Canucks.com. Canucks.com. And the scheduled game is Tuesday, January 6th. That's tomorrow night at 4 p.m. My son's got a basketball game, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'll be streaming right after or not. Probably not. It might be late, might not be. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll try my best to stream tomorrow night, but I'm not promising anything just because they're. By the way, everyone, thank you. Tomorrow, Russ just got here and you end the stream. Well, hey, man, show up earlier. Hope you're doing well. But have a good night, guys. And it was a good talk about the Canucks youth movement. Have a good night. Believe in blue. Go Canucks, go.